Well, hello, Victoria 3 fans. We're going to talk about some mods here. And this one I want to look at today is the automated production method mod thing. Okay, now AI is already going to be doing something like this. And I want to show, using Sardinia Piedmont here as an example. And this one here we go to Journal. And we go to here. We have these two decisions, production methods management and production automation management. Yes, I've got a lot of other ones, including no. We're going to start with these two here. If I click these, I'm going to see some journal entries pop up on the right-hand side of the screen. So let's do that. Click and click. And there they are. These two things here, I don't have to leave them up. I could de-star them once I've dealt with them there. But they're here for reference. Let's take a look at what they do. Under Production Automation Management, we have got four choices, and this deals with the automation one, the green icon with it there. So if we take a look at our buildings, it's this one here. These are the automation ones. Now I've got a mod that separates all the buildings out into other things, so don't panic if you don't see the little pink one there. But yes, we've got these automation things. All right, so if we go back over to this, we could turn on basic automation. And if we do that, then we'll also be able to turn on the other ones. Right now, by default, they're all set to not being on. But I want basic automation to be available. Then the question is, do I want to automate going into electrical and oil automation? That would mean that, not that it's going to force it in there and I'm going to go, I don't have any electricity. It will automate when those are available. And the answer for me is yes. I want to have those turned on. That as I have those things available, it'll switch over. If I don't have them available, it won't switch. Now, the logic in this is to start with the smallest ones and work up towards the largest of the factory of that particular type. And it will only do it if there is profit involved and if the goods are available for it. I really like that because now I can research and let this ride and check on my stuff over time, and if it's not going fast enough, I can go ahead and click buttons. But if it's doing things nicely, I'll let it keep doing things nicely, and I'll never have a sudden minus 2,000 or minus 5,000 show up in my market for a particular good that because I switched production method, now suddenly, oh, we have none of it. We're going to go with that. And rail transportation, that's something else that I'll do, that as it becomes available in my country, we're going to go ahead and switch over to that. As transportation is available, it'll do that. So I've made my choices there with the production automation management. I'm going to close that out and I'm going to unstar that. Then I've got production methods management. Now, I'm not going to talk you through all 36 levels of this, but there are a lot. Now, these are to deal with each industry. If you want them to be able to upgrade when you have the stuff available to power it or to lift it up, this will do that. I want that to happen. Now, it may mean something where, like, if we look over here at port, for example, that some upgrades require that you switch from clippers to steamships. So I may have to manually go into my production method for the for domestic shipping and convert it into steamships. But if I can't, but if this does it automatically, I think under that, then it may also automatically convert my ports over as well. So that's something that's nice to do there. I'll keep an eye on that. I haven't played with it a whole lot to actually watch that particular process. But I have seen it do great stuff with all my other things, like mines. Instead of suddenly going, okay, we're all going to use engines, yay! It does it gradually, and I love that part. So, because I'm in love with the whole dang mod, I'm going to click on all of these so that as stuff becomes available, they all click over. Now, I do have some industries that are created by mod. They're separated from the others. I need to keep an eye on them, just because they may not fall under this particular mod here. This is going to take care of all the vanilla industries, but I'll just keep an eye on the others. If they start to upgrade on their own, then I'll go, okay, stand back. They got modded into these groups here, and if you look in the mod files, you've got production, or you've got buildings and building group types and production methods and production method groups. And if your stuff is grouped properly, it'll be part of this. If it's a separate group of its own, it won't be included here. Like I've got this one building I made here that's I'm using for a modification because it helps the game. And if you saw my last video, you know what I'm talking about. It's a little building that makes us 10 of everything, or sorry, not of everything, but of every basic resource. That one never upgrades, so I'm okay with that. But if it did have an upgrade, it would be separate from this path because I made a production method for it that is outside of this area. Now, this last button here I do want to talk about for faster upgrades is up to 3 buildings production methods of the same building type can be changed each month. So if I want to go one at a time and make this be a very long process, I could do that. If I want it to be where, no, if the stuff is available, let's go quickly, I can click this. My feeling is at the beginning of the game, I actually want to have it go slowly. I play on speed 5 anyway, so a month is not going to be very long. But I plan towards the middle or end of the game to go ahead and activate that, because by then I'll have a lot of stuff, especially if I'm playing a great power. But if I'm playing a small power, or I may want to keep it on there just to make sure we don't get into trouble or something like that. But anyway, so I'm going to leave that unchecked, and I'm going to close that out, and I'm going to unstart. I'm going to try to remember that I've got that button I can click later on. And now I'm done with that. So what's going to happen is as I have the goods necessary to do the proper upgrade or the people necessary for it, it will happen. If I don't have it, it won't. And that's a beautiful thing, isn't it? All right, so this is the automatic production and automatic production method and automatic automation method upgrade mod. They're available on the Steam Workshop. You can find them in my Discord channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that cool stuff. And we'll talk some more mods with Sardinia Piedmont. Ciao, bella.